Hello everyone, my name is Sam Campbell and I'm going to be telling you about a person who has had a big impact on my life. Has anyone here ever attended their parents' wedding or maybe their own adoption hearing? Well, growing up, I got to do both of these things. See, it's an interesting experience getting to meet someone who you don't realize will have such a big impact in your life growing up, and how looking back at it, my life would have differed quite a lot had I not met them along the way. Now, I know this might come off a little bit corny, but I am going to be talking about my mom. See, when I was younger, I never really thought about my dad remarrying or the idea of having a new mom to begin with. It just wasn't a concern for me at such a young age. And it took me a while longer to realize just how much of an influence she was going to have on me growing up. My dad met her when I was around 4 years old, and after a year or so, they got married and she became my mom. I don't ever remember any real issues getting along with her growing up, and honestly, it just felt like she was my mom since the beginning. Everything just felt right about the situation. Eventually, when I was around 10 or so, she got to adopt me, and it seemed like it was a bigger moment for her than for me, but that's only because, like I mentioned before, to me, she was always mom, nothing less. Now, growing up, she taught me a lot about manners and how to carry myself, and she did her best to get me not to be shy around new people, but the bigger part overall, I think, is that she helped to make me a more sociable and better person. She rounded off my edges and she helped to smooth me out to be the person I was going to become. That is where I believe her impact is the greatest. It wasn't for her, my life growing up would have been one with fewer and more sheltered experiences, and I don't think I would have been as well-rounded as I am today. Now that I gave you a gist of what she has taught me and a little bit about my life with her, I want to bring up the point I brought up at the beginning about realizing the impact someone has on your life. It's hard to pinpoint exact moments or events that have caused large changes in myself, but when I look closely at my life, I can see where her influences has affected my decisions I've made and how I have reacted to the things that have happened to me. Overall, I definitely believe I am a better person for having her in my life, and maybe I haven't done what she has taught me justice, but the kindness and compassion she has taught and shown me has had a pretty big impact on who I am. I'm not sure what you can take away from this, but maybe at the least, a little retrospection every now and then can help us to see who we have become and who we can give credit to for those changes along the way. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.